So my people, this headline has been shaking the whole social space. Obasanjo to Tinubu, release Nnamdi Kanu now, and that part has got everybody wondering what exactly the former president means. Because when someone like Obasanjo speaks, Nigeria listens. Whether you agree with him or not, he's one man that has seen it all from military rule to democracy. Now, this whole conversation around Nnamdi Kanu didn't just start today. It's been years of tension, arguments, and emotions, especially from people in the southeast who see his detention as unfair. For those who may not fully understand, Nnamdi Kanu is the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB. He's been in the middle of one of Nigeria's most controversial legal and political stories in recent times. Obasanjo stepping into this matter again means something big. Remember, he has a history of speaking up whenever he feels the government is missing the bigger picture. He doesn't always mince words, and his comments usually spark national conversations. Now, the way the news came out, people started saying Obasanjo has told President Tinubu to release Nnamdi Kanu or face serious consequences, and that's where the gist gets interesting. Because let's be honest, there's a reason the Southeast leaders, traditional rulers, and even religious figures keep pushing for Kanu's release. They believe peace in the region will not be complete until this matter is resolved. Many have even said that keeping him in detention is like keeping an open wound that never heals. But then, on the other hand, the federal government has always maintained that his case is a matter of national security, not just politics. And now Obasanjo is stepping into that space again. Some people are saying he's trying to play the elder statesman role, calling for peace, while others believe he's simply adding pressure on Tinubu's administration at a very sensitive time. Tinubu has been facing a lot already, from the economy to fuel issues to national security, and now this. But what's interesting is the way Nigerians are reacting. Some people online are cheering Obasanjo on, saying he's the only one with the courage to speak truth to power. Others are asking, why now? Why didn't he push harder when he had his own time as president? And that's the thing with Nigerian politics. Everyone has a different angle. Now, before I continue, if you're watching right now and you're enjoying this gist, please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Your support keeps us going and helps this kind of balanced conversation reach more people. Alright? Good. So, let's continue. The Nnamdi Kanu issue has divided opinions for years. You'll find people who genuinely believe he should be released immediately, that it's time for reconciliation, time for peace, and time to heal old wounds. And you'll also find others who insist that no one should be above the law. They believe the process must continue in court, and if he's innocent, the judiciary will prove that. Obasanjo, though, seems to be focusing on the bigger picture stability. He's known for that. Remember, during his own administration, he dealt with similar regional tensions in different parts of the country. He often said, "You can't build a nation when a part of it feels unheard." And that statement still holds truth today. Now, there's another layer to this gist. Some insiders believe that Obasanjo might be indirectly speaking to the political class, not just Tinubu, because calling for Kanu's release could also mean calling for dialogue, unity, and a reset in the way government handles regional demands. It's like saying, let's not keep pushing this problem further into the future. And trust Nigerians, the reactions are always emotional. I saw people saying, at least Baba is saying what many are afraid to say. Others replied, I beg, he should let the court finish its job. So, you can see the divide. It's not just a political issue anymore. It's emotional, it's social, and it's even spiritual to some people. Because when something touches identity, heritage, and justice, it becomes more than politics. And that's exactly what the Nnamdi Kanu issue represents right now. Let's be honest, if Tinubu decides to release Kanu, it will definitely send shockwaves across the country. It would be seen as a major political decision, one that could change a lot of narratives. Some will say it's a sign of strength and maturity. Others might interpret it as bowing to pressure. But either way, it would not be a small move. Now, if you look closely, you'll notice a trend. The calls for Kanu's release are growing louder again. Religious leaders have spoken. Traditional rulers have spoken. Even some senators and governors have quietly supported it. What Obasanjo did was to bring that conversation right back to the national spotlight, and he did it in a way that gets people talking. And that's why this gist is everywhere. Because when someone like Obasanjo speaks, you know it's not just random talk. There's always intention behind it. It could be about unity, it could be about legacy, or maybe it's his way of reminding Tinubu that some matters can't be ignored forever. Before we move further, if you're just joining or still listening, please make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. Trust me, this helps us bring you more real-time news and balanced stories like this one. It doesn't cost anything, but it means a lot. Now, let's look at how Tinubu might see all this. As president, he's balancing so many things, from the economy to international relations to internal security. The last thing he probably wants is another wave of unrest or renewed protests in the southeast. Releasing Kanu could help calm things down, but it could also raise questions about precedent. Because once you do that, other groups might begin to demand the same treatment. However, peace has no price tag. If the government can find a lawful and fair way to resolve this case, maybe through dialogue, negotiation, or even a political settlement, it could bring massive relief across the nation. People are tired of tension. Nigerians want progress, not endless divisions. And Obasanjo's statement, true or exaggerated, might just be that spark that brings both sides to the table again. You see, sometimes all it takes is one strong voice to make leaders rethink their strategy. That's what we might be witnessing right now. But this whole conversation also reminds us how powerful public opinion can be in Nigeria. Every time Kanu's name trends, the emotions rise. Every interview, every court date, every statement, it becomes national talk. And that's because it's more than one man's story. It's about identity, fairness, and the hope that maybe one day Nigeria can finally find peace within itself. And honestly, when people like Obasanjo talk about releasing Kanu, they're not just talking about him. They're talking about addressing the root issues that brought us here in the first place: fairness, inclusion, and justice.